Hey, and welcome to the first episode of French words you'll never learn in class, but that you will use in real life. You will literally use them every day. So, today we're gonna talk about a concept called verlan. What is verlan? Verlan is the fact that we will inverse the word and it will mean the same thing. So basically, in French class, we'll usually learn words like louche, which means something that is weird, something that is bizarre. Also, we use bizarre in French, by the way. And yeah, you will learn louche, but in reality, we never say louche. We almost never say it. We'll always say chelou. Chelou, what is the opposite of louche, but not exactly the opposite. We just inverse the sounds, not like all letters. So it's a very important to remember this. Also, for example, instead of saying which is something we use but not that much, we'll say met. So, for example, if somebody will introduce you to their boyfriend, they will not say c'est mon homme, they will usually say c'est mon met, tu vois. And if somebody introduces their girlfriend, they will usually say c'est ma meuf, which is like the opposite of femme, but it's not exactly like the dramatical opposite. So that's something to remember actually. That's very important. Sorry, I forgot to use a filter, so the first video in this video I looked very ugly. Another word you will probably also very much use is le chum, which means actually mush, so it's somebody that is ugly. You can also use mush, but chum is also something you will maybe hear, it depends actually. It's not that common, but you can maybe sometimes hear, sometimes you can hear. Also, instead of saying frère, which is something we usually say, we'll also say ref, which also means the same thing as frère. But usually, if I say it's my ref, it means like he's like my brother. It's not exactly like my brother. Like if you were talking about friend and you're saying that's my ref, it usually means you're like brothers. Also, instead of saying énervé, which means angry, we will usually say vénère, which means I'm angry. So it's also something that we use that often. Also, instead of saying bête, which means you're very dumb, it's dumb, yeah, we'll say to be, which also means dumb. But yeah, if somebody tells you to be, it's not like something nice. That's something to remember. Also, sometimes you will use simmer, which is mostly something that you will type, and it means merci. So it's a way of saying thank you. So yeah, and the zarbi, it means bizarre. It's the same as louche, actually. It's something that is very weird. And yeah, we usually don't say bizarre. We say it sometimes. Also remember those words are not formal, so we will not use them like in, very written emails or conversations, but usually they're like mostly in orally conversation between friends or, between neighbors or when you're like somewhere. So it's great to actually know them, but